Look, I'm just about to
Very
go
funny,
out, yeah?
very
Does
funny.
anybody
Just
want a
kind of
pizza?
60 seconds.
Hello and welcome. Now the show's about to begin, but before we can do that, I need to know from you how many people are playing.
Remember the sea.
Ah, going it alone, I see. Congratulations. Now, I wonder if you could type in your name, please.
Oh yeah, were you looking for the 7-question tournament version or the 21-question thing? Thank you.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B. That's B as in break every bone in his body.
Yeah, been bigger. That's what. We're talking now.
20 seconds.
All right, now, pay attention. A 2-year-old could do this, but people still seem to screw it up. As soon as you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in. Then you have to hit the number that corresponds to the answer you want. Have you got that?
10 seconds.
Okay, this is it.
9.
And lose the desktop, thank you.
7.
Fade to black.
5. 4.
Standing by.
Fags, the natural breath remedy.
It's time for the show where pop culture and high culture collide!
Okay, welcome to You Don't Know Jack, the trivia quiz where... Oh, I don't know.
No one to go to the pictures with? Oh, never mind, it looks like it's just the two of us. Do you want to be the woman or the man?
Please select.
This game is really funny. Let's start with question 1A.
Categorically, this is the category of...
I can't change the laws of attraction, Captain.
£1,000 for this little baby.
It's great when you go out on a date with someone good-looking, but if they're no rocket scientist, they're not going to be great company, because they're probably quite thick. But if you did want to date a rocket scientist, which of the following would be the one to go for? Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Andreas Bremer, Werner von Braun, or Gerd Müller? You're absolutely right. Werner was a rocket scientist. But I must warn you, he can't snog for toffee.
From the list of categories, pick a category.
Okay, let's have one called... Oi, mister, can we have our atoms back?
£2,000 ready and waiting for the right answer. I am Jack Keg. I like scientists. Furthermore, I want to play molecular football, a kind of carbon discovered in 1985. The ball you need is named after the American architect R. Buckminster Fuller, whose hexagonal designs resembled the arrangement of atoms in the molecule. Although it certainly resembles a football, it is astonishingly hard and therefore extraordinarily difficult to inflate. This may shed some light on the molecular constitution of Vinnie Jones's girlfriend. You got any categories on you, man? Come on, give us one.
Question 3.
And now, we tell cloth speech suppressors 3,000 quid for a right answer.
Oh, you smell that? That's the stench of question.
Which of the following cryptic clues does not reveal a comedy double act?
Half a reverend and a 5-pence coin, desert waterhole and indistinct image, frozen rain and speed of movement, or Caesar's headwear and kisser of Nelson?
And the answer is... Oasis and Blair are two completely autonomous and highly regarded pop groups.
Oasis and Blair, not a comedy double act. Who are you trying to kid, mate? Come on, let's have one.
The light sounds of question 4.
And the category is...
To go really fast, cut off both ears.
And I'll give you £2,000 if you get it right.
Hey, open your eyes and look at this picture and tell me, what would be the best name for this painting?
Starry Night Rider. It's the kit car that belongs to Michael Knight, and it has a Van Gogh Starry Night paint job.
Michael, I fancy sex with another vehicle. Which way did that beautiful van go?
Pick a category now. Excellent choice, player. Let's play this or that. And the this or that category is...
Just how do you get those tricky bloodstains out?
Chin up, shoulders back, you know.
Oh, I see. Been here before, have you? Cocky, cocky. Here we go.
The mighty Persil. Achilles. Sturgeon. Daz.
Ajax.
Nestor.
Last one. That's all of them. 4. Completely unremarkable.
Okay, I'll just stick that on your score and let's move.
Okay, pick a category. And the category is...
Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Skin up.
Give me a right answer. You got yourself 3,000 quid.
Mary, Mary is quite contrary. In fact, she's taken to intensively farming illegal cash crops in her garden. If Mary devotes her entire garden to the growing of poppies, which of the following drugs can she not make from her harvest? Opium, cocaine, morphine, or heroin? Unless Mary plants some coca plants, she's not going to have any Charlie coming from her garden. For the moment, Mary will have to get her cocaine from her supplier, Little Boy Blow. Choose a category.
The 7 o'clock news with question 7.
And now, shopping at the Winnie Mart. And this one's worth £2,000.
Winnie the Pooh makes his annual trip from Pooh Corner to the city to do some shopping. Winnie is dismayed to find a bear market in operation. To make as much money as he can, what should he do with his shares in honey? Sell them, buy twice as many, leave them alone, or eat them? That answers Pooh. Do you get it? I'm not talking about piglets, mate. I'm talking caca.
Didn't get it? Oh, Pooh.
A bear market is a stock exchange term for a general fall in prices, so Winnie would be best advised to sell. The little furry capitalist.
Alternatively, right, he could buy them now, lose a fortune, and then hurl himself out the 22nd floor of a Wall Street building. Yeah, there'd be poo all over the pavement.
Order me the taco plate with the side of question 8.
And here we have... Fool's Gold. We got 1,000 quids because it's a little bit peasy. Okay, here it comes.
Remember that little chap who could spin a straw into gold, but it would cost you your firstborn child? What was his name? You got it! Rumpelstiltskin, a delightful bedtime tale of potential pedophilia.
Using your brain, pick a category.
And the next question is...
Intercontinental frottage. £3,000 if you get it right.
The secretions of the musk deer have been used by people for centuries as a cologne or a perfume. If you wanted to get the freshest secretions you could by rubbing a musk deer directly onto your skin, to which continent would you have to travel? North America, Africa, Asia, or Europe?
The musk deer lives in Asia.
And if you want it to talk dirty to you while you're rubbing, it will cost you extra.
Come on, let's have one. And your choice is Blue Blood County.
As far as the sheets available, £2,000 is up for grabs.
Fingers on the buzzers, here's the question. If Bo and Luke Duke were real dukes of the Duchy of Hazard, how would Boss Hogg have to address them? Your Majesty, Your Grace, My Lord Hazard, or Your Highness? Yes, sirree! So that would make Daisy a right royal slapper.
Round 1 is now complete. Please make your way to round 2. What is so ingenious about round 2 is that there's actually twice as much cash available. But that cash can be won or lost. Do you follow me?
Categorically speaking, I want one.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
The name of this question is single, over 21, then let's find love. You could be getting yourself 2,000 for the right answer.
Oh, come on, Daddy.
Hi, I'm just reading the Lonely Hearts section of Crime Monthly. I don't know whether to give this guy a call.
Single white male seeks adventurous single female for long holiday companionship. Train spotter, stamp collector, Sex Pistols fan. Recently inherited money. Whose advert do you think this is? Malcolm McLaren, Ronnie Biggs, Jack the Ripper, or Richard Branson? Ronnie Biggs was the train-robbing scourge of the Royal Mail who recorded with the Sex Pistols and who's holidaying permanently in Rio de Janeiro. Never been able to understand why anyone should want to be a train robber. You know, firstly, you've got the problem of stealing a 300-yard vehicle which weighs 2,000 tonnes, and even if you manage that, where do you sell the bloody thing? You know what I'm saying?
You got any categories on you now? Come on, give us one.
12. Celebrity voice impersonated.
Next up, 6 weeks in Siberia with a bloke called Stan. And this question's worth £4,000. The question is as follows. Which of the following Stans is an actual Asian republic?
Kyrgyzstan.
Lots of mountains, lots of pasture land, not a lot of vowels, and a lot of bad skin. Please select.
I love 13, number 13. Oh-ho!
The one you chose was, you cheeky mugger, and a cool 6,000 quid for this one. Hard as bastard nails Geordie Spender is a zero tolerance to crime kind of chap, and he has a very big nose too, and is really quite repulsive to look at. But what if he dropped out of the force to find himself in India, and found himself face to face with a mugger? Why might Spender have a particular problem with muggers in India? A mugger is a type of Indian crocodile. Muggers is a... there is a type of Indian crocodile called the mugger. So hide your handbag, because it might be family. From the list of categories...
I see! Westcut Slits Lime Store.
It's time for...
Tinkerlick Test Run.
This gibberish category is titled In the Technicolor Abattoir. Round 2 jibs, opening value 10,000 crisp wallet fillers.
Okay, I'm going to be taking cash away every 1.5 seconds, so the faster you are, the more you score.
Okay, look sharp. Tell me what famous footballing phrase this rhymes with.
Bits a lame old blue calves?
It's a hideous cliche.
Like sick as a parrot. You will be.
It's something Ron Atkinson might say.
Yes, and it's not. I'm a thoroughly incompetent, hideous individual.
Football's a funny old game, you know.
Quick now. We're running out of time.
Right, you're off. It's a game of two halves, played by men, real men. It's not about shorts, it's what's inside them, the thighs pounding away, up and down for 90 minutes.
Using your brain.
15.
In terms of category, this is...
We don't like Brussels sprouts.
And we are talking 4,000 quid for the right answer. After decreeing that spirits should be sold in millilitres, not gills, Brussels now has its sights on our imperial beer measurements. Act now. Stop the EC changing our cherished yard of ale into a metre of alcoholic beverage. Write a letter to your MEP insisting that the yard of ale must remain 3 pints, 2 pints, 2.5 pints, or 1.5 pints. A yard is 2.5 pints or 36 inches. So you won't be at all surprised to learn that the Bernard Manning exercise video recommends a 100-yard sprint twice a week. Pick a category now.
King 16!
This one's called...
Glad to be a transvestite.
Now this one's going to be worth £6,000.
Now, after Dame Edna's shows, people shower her with bunches of her favourite flower, Gladioli. Now, what might happen to Dame Edna Everage if she was struck by the object after which the Gladioli was named? Crushed to death, multiple stab wounds, smashed over the head with a bottle, or slain by arrows? The gladius was the sword used by a gladiator, and so Edna would be heavily perforated if one were thrown at her by a punter.
Awooga contender, you managed to successfully penetrate one Australian transvestite. How does it feel?
Okay, pick a cat.
Shave your thing, keep it clean, 17.
And we call this one
Dangerous retro decor.
£2,000 for this little baby.
Think! It ain't illegal yet, mate.
If a lava lamp really were made from lava, what would a pre-erupt?
Magma becomes lava when it erupts through the surface, so you'd have a charming magma lamp.
An astonishingly dangerous thing to have at your bedside.
Choose a category.
18.
This one's called
Another hideous mutant says hello,
and it's a £4,000 question.
Brace yourselves, here's the question.
If I was Lord of the Jungle, King of the Beasts, and the Ship of the Desert, what would I be?
Simba the gorillafant, Mowgli the Tyrannosaurus horse, Tarzan the lion camel, or King Kong the blue whale vulture? Tarzan was Lord of the Jungle, the lion is the King of the Beasts, and the camel is the Ship of the Desert.
Swings on a vine, has an astonishingly hairy back, and can go without a drink for weeks. A formidable foe indeed.
Choose a
Like a bad Hollywood scene, it was question 19.
And your selection is...
Matban is Moose Brain.
And this one's worth £4,000.
Here's the question, fingers ready.
Batman got into hot water with Commissioner Gordon over a hot potato while on the hot line. So was he in trouble over a big secret on the bat phone, in trouble over an arrest on a mobile phone, in trouble over a snack on the hot counter, or in a bath with a meal on a warm rope? Holy right answer, fat man.
Ready for a short joke? Halitosis. Do you get it? You do, don't you?
Come on, let's have one.
The Fresh Saver. 20.
You have selected... he's obviously got a small penis.
£2,000 ready and waiting for the right answer.
Oh, coolio, here's a lost case file from the You Don't Know Jack Crown Court. This appears to be a speeding case. Who could the defendant be?
Suspect was clocked at over 150 miles per hour, told arresting officer that he was a covert operative testing his turbo-powered, talking computerised car, now under psychiatric evaluation.
Ronnie Knight, Michael Knight, Suge Knight, or Steve Ryder? It would be Michael Knight, driver of super talking car, Ket in Knight Rider.
You know, Michael, between the two of us, I really think you should do something about that bloody ridiculous bouffant.
Categorically speaking, I want one!
It's time for the attack. So you've been here before, have ya? Big deal. Just make sure your answer fits the clue. Get back to where you once belonged. Goodbye. I adore you.
write down your final score. That's the game!
Oh, well played. No competition. I guess, in fact, that's the point, isn't it? No competition. You are a sad individual. And...
You don't know Jack!
Very good show, everybody. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break. Murray, what's happening with the contestants? Can you find out, Mala?
Press 2 if you know which movie you'd like to see. Press 3 for movies near you that are on...
That's what I like to see, a contestant beating the living crap out of an existing high scorer. Now you're on the chart. How do you feel? Pretty big, huh? Then have another go. I'll sort it out.
Kevin Costner's The Russian Spy. Why deal with high admission prices, bad popcorn, and sticky floors? Pacino lives, De Niro dies. Why let the person next to you ruin the movie for you when you can do it yourself? They drive off a cliff. Let your friends talk about all the movies they want. You'll never have to cover your ears again. Kevin Spacey is Kaiser Soze. And he's the killer in Seven. The movie ending phone. You'll never have to leave the house again. It's his sled.
Look, Mummy, there's a large creature eating me biscuit.
Wow, kid, your breakfast tastes like gravel.
I would fancy something tasty.
Hey, try some of these.
Scrumptious nummies with meaty bits.
It's me new British Choco Puffies with real nuggets of blood sausage. Still turns the milk pink and tarty, and Moms love it because it's got fluoride.
So me teeth don't fall out.
That's right, Snaggletooth.
I fancy you, Chocky.
Get some sun, Ringo. Hey, I'm off to France.
Hello! Jätten Lusager, you don't know Jack Finland, neuesten Quizshow Angela Fetiche, Comedy Denk Jack Cake, det hit Kanta Kovastia, det riktigt fiber optic filtripper. Neues dam besten Deck av CD-ROM Quizshow Interaktiv ut am Estates Unis Denk Amerikisch. You don't know Jack Fabricat ut am Europe Denk Gert Bitten. Denk mit 100 Krappen of Bruce started as the recorded Computerdaten Denk. Hey! Neuestet Denk adapt Helitic Denk Kovestia Popper, Economica Medica, Pa, Fa, Ka, Kellerbitter Meti artet film. Sweet Kenter Kovestia Denks for Ubergrafo da, dut Ablutam Osa vergriefen. You don't know Jack Finland Kovesti Packer. Kovesti Packer kastet Denk Ver Kenter Kovestia. Also committed het Heligasten. You don't know Jack Finland Sporter. Denk, if the Groovy Boogie Television Gala presented Denk Jack Cake, Brotherhood of Man, Brian Conley, Denk Magic Cunt Martin Daniels. Aber dit hoeft dan tatte developmenter. You don't know Jack Finland. Der Killfotos, de specialitat maakt competit op zo'n kanta marker. Zit na foka, kraft dan niet. Hello!